don't be afraid to send her back to the streets. This is something, guys, you got to have in your bag. Anytime your girl is acting up, you know you got you. Anytime some of you guys be out here, you know, the single life for guys who cannot thrive alone is tough. You know, the reason that is because anytime you get attention from women, you want to keep it. Anytime you get validation from a woman, you want to keep it. You got to be willing to let go. When you're willing to let go of that, when you're not concerned with whether or not she comes, she goes, she stays, leaves, whatever the case is, bro, all of a sudden you start thriving. All of a sudden, you'll notice that she has more interest in you. You know, anytime your girl is slipping up, it's because if you think, like, recall back, guys, I need you to recall back anytime you've been dealing with a chick and man, you know, you'd be like, dang, like I ain't get no test. Like, she was enthusiastic about seeing me. She would always hit me up more than I hit her up. All I had to do was sit back. She made it real cooperative. She made it real smooth. It's always in the beginning when you was acting right, when you was on point, right? Bro, that's because you didn't care like whether or not she came or she went. You didn't care whether or not, you know, you didn't have any expectations really. Because you don't know this chick yet, guys. It's really about you sitting back and being like, you know what? I'm going to let her prove herself. I'm going to let her show me something about her. I'm going to let her just, you know, I'm going to let her just do her thing. Because if she want to see me, she going to let me know. If she want to be around me, she going to let me know. It's really that simple. You do not know the chick you dealing with until after at least 6 months to a year. That honeymoon phase, fellas, is so serious, bro. It's so serious, dog. Like, you cannot take that for granted, bro. Like, after that point, you start to notice, like, I think it ends after that first altercation. It don't got to be an argument. Could be a disagreement. Could be something y'all just don't like, you know, could be the first check. Matter of fact, the first time you had a check chick, and then all of a sudden you notice that she wasn't, you know, because they show out like females show out like they this good girl and stuff. They show out like they're this good girl. They fall in line with your program and this and that. You like, oh, bro, I ain't got no headaches. I ain't got to deal with no bull. I know she ain't talking to no other dudes. You be so confident about that. And then all of a sudden, let that first check happen. Let that first disagreement happen. And you like, oh, no. Baby, let me tell you about yourself. That at that point, you got to be ready to leave her. At that point, bro, you have to be ready to leave that girl. You got to be cool. You got to be like, you know what? It is what it is. It's got to be up in the air for you. It's got to be like, you know what, man? After seeing your habits now, I'm not really sure anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really sure if you the chick for me. Because if you don't do that first, guys, I'm telling you, if you don't do that first, she's going to do it eventually. Like, if you don't understand that, hey, she's got to be proving herself to me, you're giving her power to be like, she's gonna step in. This is what she's gonna say. This is what all women eventually say, right? They'd be like, oh, well, what have you done for me lately? Or she's listening to her girlfriends, and you know what they telling her? Oh, my man's does this for me, and he pays for my nails, and he buys me this. I never have to lift a finger to do it. It's like, bruh, she's going to start comparing what she got to her girlfriends, and or her girlfriend's going to want her to step out if you not over here bending backwards to make her happy at every little whim and every little suggestion. And you just like, nah, I'm good. That's why I'm telling you, bro, you got to remain firm in the pocket. You got to understand that a lot of these hoes could be bought. Unfortunately, they cooch for sale. Unfortunately, it's a price tag on the box. Most of them, I have yet to be proven wrong. You feel me? I think you keep a chick in line with you as much as you can by showing your leadership skills, by showing that, hey, you know, I'm a man that can teach you. I'm a man you can learn from. I'm holding it down. I'm capable. I'm desirable. I'm valuable. When she sees that out of you, like, she wants to fall in line naturally. That's as far as you go. That's as far as you go. Hey, I'm setting an example here. I'm doing right by me, which means I'm doing right by you, chick. And that's it. up until they show, at that point, bro, at that point, it's all up on them to show who the hell they are. Because you are holding up your end of the deal. You holding up your end of the bargain as a man. You being a legit man, like on his mission, on the grind. That's all you, bro. That's all you responsible for. And then you just letting this chick unveil, like you just got to sit back and see. What I love, this is how you can prove that, you can see when women are for the streets or not, is when you take a step back. You got to take that James Harden step back, about 3 steps in that motherfucker. Know it's a travel, but hey, they ain't gonna call it. They ain't gonna call it. They ain't gonna call it because it's too smooth. It's too smooth, bro. You got up out of the way. You just sitting back in the cut. Let me observe this chick. Don't say too much. Don't say too much. Let her go to the jabbing. Let her go to the jabbing, bro. Let her go to the talking. Let her be the one pillow talking and talking about, oh, it's future and I see us here, I see us there. Of course you do, because I'm laying this rod in you and you going crazy on the tip. But it's like, hey, I'm braver than that. I'm used to that. That ain't nothing new. You got it, bro. I'm telling you, that'd be the toughest time. You get a bad chick or just a chick just really super duper into you that'll do anything for you. Even that is something, bro. You can't get weak, bro. You can't get soft. You can't be like, oh man, she's showing all these signs. It's only been a month. Oh, but she always hits me up. Of course she do. Of course you do. You still in the honeymoon phase. You still in the beginning. You still in the beginning. Don't let that go to, oh, I can see her anytime I want. If a female is hitting you up, guys, listen to this, bro. This clutch right here. If a female is hitting you up, like, one of my recent ones, plants I had to stop watering, bro. She's over here like trying to get too much of my time. She like, oh, I've never felt this way about a guy. I'm like, you too clingy, bitch. Like, she always trying to see me. Always trying to come over. Always trying to have me come. It's like, bitch, I'm on the grind. Like, if they don't understand that, then they gotta go too. It's the same way. Like, you gotta, guys, even when they enthusiastic, it's like, if you can't fall in line with my program, if you can't fall in line with what I gotta do, you still gotta go. Even if you acting right, but you getting a little crazy, you getting a little too attached too quickly. It's like, bitch, it's only been a couple weeks. It's only been a week. Oh, I just can't get enough of you, and you can come over anytime you want to drop that dick off. It's like, nah, but I can't. I can, but I can't. You feel me? I think you should see a chick max 2 separate times a week. And I include a weekend stay as one, because a woman's definition of spending time together is different from a man's. You could see it as each day, but a woman sees it as the time you took to communicate, to get over there, the amount of time you spent and what y'all did. That can equate all into one. As soon as you leave, that's one time. So max 2, depending on the interest, bruh. If this chick is telling you to come over about 5-6 times out of 7 during the week, you better not be doing that, bro. You better not be doing that. You already telling her that, listen, if the interest is super high and she like a nympho, she a freak, she just wants you over all the time, that's cool, that's great. But I'm telling you, eventually it's going to slide off. So for you guys out here that's, oh no, I got it in the bag. Bro, you better not drop your guard. Better not drop your guard. Be ready to send her back to the streets at any given moment. You got to stay locked in. You can't just, bro, you can't relinquish power. You can't relinquish power like that. They got to know, hey, even though I can come through and climb in your guts, I actually have something else to do. Right? I'm actually a busy man. Like, it just ain't like that. She has to know there's other things you got to do. There are other responsibilities I have. I got supreme priorities that fall way before you. It's all ahead of you. I got to make sure I'm good. You got to make sure you're good first. If she starts to change up after hearing that, if eventually over time her energy starts to shift, you just know that, hey, as you've been sitting back in the cut, as you've been observing, you just like, hey, we gonna see how this goes. You just enjoy your time. Like, guys, remember, we gotta have fun. We ourselves gotta have fun. If you keep it at fun, she'll be willing to bounce on your Johnson and do bounce attack, bounce attack, bounce attack. Enthusiastic about topping you off, wake up in the morning, top at the top of the morning type shit. Like that's what you want. A chick cooking for you, a chick doing this and trying to, it's like, bro, but when you get deep in there like that, that's when it's the most opportune time. You got to stay locked in. You got to make sure you focus. You wake up out of the guts the next morning or when you planning on dipping and you literally got to leave. You got to get back to the grind. I don't care what she do. I had a chick just literally like pull up in front of the front door like, I don't want you to leave. And it's like, bitch, get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. I'm finna go. I gotta go. Right? I don't care what you gotta tell the girl. I don't have a whole bag of excuses if you need to tell, but she should just be good. You need to do, bro. You need to do shit. You tell her straight up, I gotta go. Oh, where are you going? About, bitch, I had a dentist appointment. But it's Sunday. I'm finna pray first, right? It don't matter. Like, it doesn't matter what you tell the girl. It don't matter what you say. You shouldn't have to say nothing. But if the chick is super duper attached to the point where she needs, an alibi type shit, it's like, bruh, say what you got to say. Get the hell up out of there. It's not important. At the end of the day, you can't even care. You can't care. You got to stay focused. If she takes that as, oh, his interest is lower than me, and usually that works out better, in my opinion. But bro said, I gotta walk my turtle. Fuck you mean, bitch? right. Be like, I gotta fix the AC unit. I didn't even know you were. It's like, I do a lot of things. I'm a handyman, as you can tell. Bitch, you ain't complaining in the bedroom, are you? Exactly. Very handy, ho. But nah, say what the hell you gotta say. Get the hell up out of there. And she should have more interest in you at that point. I think that over time, that's the best way you keep it going. Like, you want to keep these guts as long as possible, And in my opinion, that's the best way. Now, what you're going to see from her is, because we got to keep this back on you observing her. As she understands what you're about, then it becomes, okay, well, she's still finna act right. She's still finna do the things that you want her to do. She's still finna like be faithful to you, so to speak. If she starts stepping out, she starts switching up her energy. That's the first sign you're gonna feel. You're gonna know, right? Don't deny your gut feeling, bro. Don't deny the gut feeling. If you get something, you like, oh, what the hell is hold on? Or she switch up habits, like, like, oh yeah, I can't see you. It's like, oh, okay, bet. But like, okay, well, that's definitely the day you always hit me up. Oh, I'm busy. I gotta do some, bitch. You work at CVS. You ain't busy. You don't do not a damn thing but jump on Johnson. So you either seeing another dude or hey, I must be brand new to the game, and that's not the case. So energy shifts, just be ready to send her back to the streets. And you gotta understand that, bro. That's just how it's gotta be. It is what it is. The next one will be on the way, bro. The next one will be on the way. And you just gotta, bro, you gotta have confidence in that. You gotta realize, bro, that there is nothing that can supersede you. Nothing. There's nothing about this chick that can supersede what you have to do on a day-to-day basis as a man. Absolutely nothing. Would you take money over pussy? Of course. Every single day. Every day. Put your grind over those guts. You got to, bro. You got to stay locked in. Women prove to me every time. I think, and that's why you just got to sit back and observe. Women is eventually going to prove to you what their colors are, bro. They're eventually going to show you what they about, bro. They're going to show you if they belong to the streets. They're going to show you if they trying to be, on your team. They're trying to show you if they want to be the wifey material. They're going to expose everything. Women do a lot of talking. That's what you got to understand. Women is eventually going to tell on themselves. They can't shut the hell up. Like, if a lot of things you can figure out if you would just sit back and chill. If you would just sit back and chill, you'd be like, yeah, damn. She kind of tattled on herself and be like, oh yeah, I didn't even buy this purse. It's like, bro, when you think about it, you pull up on the Instagram and it's like, oh, all these trips and all this. It's like, who paid for this shit? Do you ever see the guy that flew them out though? They never take pictures. They don't tag them niggas. They don't do none of that stuff. Because, bro, because they know what's really going on. But hey, let her tell it. Let her tell it. Oh, I bought this. With what? With what? You ain't buying that with your money, the money that you make. Women will be quick to be like, oh, you broke, but they don't spend none of their own money. They don't spend none of it. They want to spend yours. So they spent that dude's money. When she got flew out because she for the streets, she tried to cover it up. She like, oh, I don't want my reputation to be out here too much, so I'm not gonna post him in the picture. We ain't gonna take a pic together. I'm not gonna tag him. It's like, oh, but I'm on these expensive trips. I'm on these expensive, extravagant dinner dates. Who were you with, bitch? Who was you with? Huh? It's gotta be like who is you with? Bad boy Leroy ain't paying for no date because Bad boy Leroy knows. Dick him down, Dan knows. The drill sergeant, he knows. I'm just gonna lead with attraction because these hoes be for the streets. That's why I'm saying, bro, if you lead, I think regardless, you gotta lead that way anyway. Because if you lead it that way, at the very least, she gonna know. Even if she's trying to say, oh, I'm a born again virgin. I've rebuked streets from my thighs. Bitch, if you over here accepting any kind of Johnson on the first date or a one night stand at any point in time, I will never, ever take you seriously. Ever. I'm gonna be the same type of dude presenting that same kind of energy from the jump, off rip, up until you finally clap if they want to try that. You know what I'm saying? And then you just be like, oh nah, I thought we were just having fun. So keep it at that, bro. Keep it at that. Don't ever let it go to something more serious than what it needs to be. You can't forgive a hoe's past. That ain't up to you to do. She definitely can't be like, oh yeah, but you can't worry about my past. They always say that. You can't judge me for my past. Yes, the hell I can. Yes, I can. And I will. I will, definitely. You don't got to say nothing about it, though. You just be like, okay. You just hold it to yourself. All right. You just know you got to categorize her from the jump. It's going to save you a lot of time. It's going to save you a lot of effort. Some of y'all be getting, lost in the sauce, freaking fall in love with one of these thotties and then be like, damn, bro, I didn't see it coming. No, you listen, first off, pause. She saw it coming. You feel me? Like she knew what the hell was going on. She knew that she was for the streets. You didn't see it. You overlooked the red flags. If you categorize her from the first time you meet her, if you sit back and observe what she's telling you when you land with her or something, and she'll tell you, like, when you comfortable, bro, this is what I call it the freaking non-judgment zone. This is what I love about seeing women from the jump. When you first seeing them, this is when you got to lay it all down. Foundation about what you value in a chick if she's trying to take it there. You know what I'm saying? But that only happens after. She initiates pillow talking. When she initiates the pillow talking, then it's like, oh, okay, so you trying to try out for my team. All right, then you just look at your roster. You like, well, I do need to replace my point guard. Let's see. Let me try this bitch out, bitch. First off, I'm gonna sign you to this 3-day contract. Let's see how you perform at, the practice squad or, tryouts. I'm gonna put you on the bench right now, bitch. But we gonna see how you do. That's gotta be your attitude. That's gotta be your attitude, bro. You can't just sign the bitch to a damn $100 million 5-year contract. Boy, you tripping, bro. I would never. You sit back, let them initiate the pillow talking. Here's what they're gonna do. Oh, because it's fun, right? It's the fun zone. It's the non-judgment zone. Don't go to judging this hoe. Not yet. You can internally, you just gonna hear all of it. You observing, you just listen to all they bullshit. Oh yeah, and this is like the 5th time I've been outside this week, and man, you just the most attractive guy out. I just had to hop on it. Usually I don't. They always gonna say, usually I don't do this, but and it's like, pat on the back for you, bro. If you got in them guts quick, shout out to you. That don't mean that you take her seriously though. You still sitting back, non-judgment zone, have fun with her, and then let her uncover all that information. Because I guarantee you, just like she just told you then, oh, this the fifth night. And usually I don't, bruh. Fast forward 2 months later, you still dealing with this chick, right? All of a sudden, yeah, but I've never been the type of girl to go out and, the time I saw you was actually the first time I went out in like 2 or 3 months. And then it's always like the last time I had sex was 6 months. And I've been celibate on my celibate journey up until I found you. And it's like, bro, she is capping. She lying. You just caught her in a lie. That don't mean I caught you in a lie, bitch. You keep that in the back of your memory. Be like, all right, you just know you got to send her back to the streets eventually. Eventually, you got to send her back to the streets. The only time guys get caught up with this, they get lost in the sauce. They're like, oh no, but I'm overlooking red flags. And you know, bro. And I know you guys know. From the jump, there's no way I could take this chick seriously. But then when you get it, you climb in them guts like Donkey Kong, and you be in you be in there expending every ounce. You blasting off like Jimmy Neutron. You might even be shooting up the club. Boy, you a fool. You better chill out. Chill out, G. All right, because I done been in some risky situations now. I feel you, bro, but at the same time, bro, relax. Because then all of a sudden you catch feelings for this hoe, and you already knew where to put her from the jump. You already knew you had to send her back to the streets eventually. I think anytime you meet a chick, like there's a tag on her for when to deliver this back to the streets. If you ask me, I think for modern women, it's a tag on them. Anytime you meet a modern woman today, there's a tag on them. It shows it's going to be a red little mark on it if she has ever been initiated into the streets. And if you see that little red marker on there, boom, you already know there's going to be a date where I'm going to have to send her right back there. It's going to be time where I'm going to have to send her back to the streets. So you can't get caught up. You can't get lost in the sauce. Like, for real though. You know how the food you buy from the grocery store is like, used by, yes, nigga, use the cooch by this date. And then after that, you got to send her back, because otherwise you are going to get caught up. You might catch feelings. And then by then it might be too late, right? Hopefully you've been doing the right things, pulling out, strapping up, all the good things. But I know as grown men, hey, we encounter situations on a day-to-day basis, and it is what it is. Bro, just don't think with your other head at that time. That's all I got to say. When you weighing out whether or not you got to send the chick back to the streets, or, oh, this might be the time to send her back. Yes, your gut is telling you that. That's the time. That's the time. You ended it, bro. Don't even, she hits you back. How many times female, bro? Oh my goodness. Chick hit me back. Oh, but I didn't like the way that, well, I just want to talk to you. Can you just come over so we can talk about it? And no, don't go over. Because as soon as you go over, what they gonna do? Oh, I was just really get real close to you. Start jumping on your Johnson. Well, I thought I could just make a reservation for my throat. Throwing it back in her jalooper, and then you back with her. Like, what? Yeah, she set that up, bro. She knows it's the only control power that she got. And you allow them chicks, bro, you allow females to do that when you go back, or when you over here reneging on your dog. Like, it's like spades, bro. It's like spades. You had that 2 of diamonds, and we had already gave out all the spade. Bro, that's a spade, dog. You knew that was a spade. It might have been undercover, but you knew what the deal was. You know you should have been played that hand. And you like, oh no, I just hold it. Nah, yeah, I'll go back. Boy, this chick ain't never topped you off like that. You be like, damn, she finna pull all my kids out. Whoa, what's going on? Damn, I ain't never had a chick enthusiastic. That's because she fighting for her position. Fuck the practice squad. Fuck that damn 3-day contract. I'm in it to win it. She trying to really prove herself for that 5-year deal. Don't even trip. Don't even trip. Expect that. Expect it. Expect it, bro. Expect it. You don't have no standards. Like, bro, these chicks will show their ass. You can be like, damn, I didn't even. If you just sit back, wait long enough, they're gonna show their ass. What they're trying to do most likely is to like shorten that time span. So, guys, I think you get to that year point, they're going to try to get the girlfriend title before then, way before then. You feel me? They're gonna try to lock something down or get some kind of clarity as to y'all position. Trying to get that starting role, bro. You got to chill. You got to wait it out. No matter how, bro, no matter how many times, no matter how much or what she does, what she gonna say to you, try to pressure you, tell you, oh, if it don't work out like this, then I'm gonna be out. Then you got to send her back to the streets. You got to send her back. You can never let a chick force you into deciding whether or not she should stay longer with you. Like, bro, that ain't happening, G. That ain't happening, bro. Just remain vigilant, dog. Bro, don't be afraid to kick that bit to the curb with a big old Tim boot. Kick her to the curb with a Tim boot, bro. You send her back to the streets like that. That's how you do it. No, but let's just talk one last time. No, she gonna give you that good, bro. She gonna give you the guts one last time. Tell you could blast off like Jimmy Neutron. Gotta blast. Don't do it. Don't do it.
We locked in on this shit. We focus. We start at zero every day, but we go from zero to hero every fucking day, bro. We go from zero to hero every fucking day, though. That's how I like to keep it, man. That should keep you ambitious. How much did I achieve today? How much did I make today? How much did I do today? You just keep stacking them days, bro. Stack them days up. Stack them days up, kings. Stack them up, G. You know what I'm saying? We just keep winning.